You know, the more this morning moves on, the more intimidated I am by all of you, by the fellow doctors behind me, by my friend, President Smith, and I'm humbled. I really am, and I would make a list, but I am reminded of what Golda Meir said, don't be humble, you're not that great. But thank you so much, President Smith, the Board of Trustees, and once again, Val, my good friend, you have been so generous as to extend your hospitality to me and to welcome me into environments that are beautiful, sometimes more thoughtful and richer than I'm used to. This means so much to me. Thank you. You never know where you will find wisdom, and so for the graduates, near graduates, I found some fantastic wisdom that I'd like to share with you while doing some research at the Maryland Correctional Institute. I had an opportunity to meet a woman there named Denise Dodson, and so the substance of what I want to offer comes from Denise's words. I won't act like her, just going to read the words, which are very beautiful in and of themselves. She's a part of a Goucher College program, which brings college educations into penitentiaries. Do you have anything like that here yet? And you have one too? Which is so good and so powerful. She said the following to me. And now I'm in college here at the Maryland Correctional Institution, and I see where I've missed out on a lot of information, a lot of important information that would have helped me make better decisions as far as my baby's father, the people that I chose to actually be with and plan to spend my life with. I kind of gravitated to my environment versus reaching out past the environment, and I started believing that that was it and that was all. And the only thing required of me was for me, and that was basically to feed myself and the baby I was carrying. Everything was me. It was never like the next door neighbor could be going through the same thing. And if I was educated to that degree, then I would have made better decisions. I guess I can say that I just wasn't connecting to everything because I wasn't given enough information to know that we all are connected somehow to every living, breathing thing. And I didn't get that. But this experience has showed me how connected I really am to the person next door, down the street, or whatever, and how important it is to come together and work for the betterment of the environment. I've learned how the government works. Like, I never understood that. What was the governor for? Or what, was the mayor for? I don't get it. I don't understand. I understand that they're important people, but to what degree of importance? What are they there for? I never really got that in my history classes. So to get that now, as a grown woman, whoa. And finding out what this world is really all about, how it revolves, what's expected of you as a citizen. Basically, to work together in a unit, to pave the way for those coming behind us, to make better living arrangements for everybody as a whole. Because at the end of the day, it's about living. And it's about educating others and rearing your children properly so that they can be productive and not be barbaric, basically. Denise dropped out of high school when she was in the 11th grade because she was pregnant. Douglas High, which is in my town, Baltimore, Maryland. She never really worked consistently. The work she had was a maid in the Days Inn. As she told me, she worked off and on, off and on. By the time she went to prison, she had 5 children, all under the age of 11. She had her 6th child while she was in jail, awaiting sentencing. Her boyfriend shot and killed a guy who tried to rape her. She got the same charge as he did, first-degree murder. She's been in prison for 25 years. She made parole. She's waiting for the governor to approve it. But most governors do not approve the release of lifers. Miss Dotson may seem worlds apart from you and your experience. And just looking at all of you out here, precious as you can be, and after teaching for about 45 years, I can see how well all of you have been taken care of. Somebody probably loved you from the time you were 2 and told you just how important you were to them in the world. And I can tell by the intimacy in this amphitheater that your professors, your friends, the people in the dining hall, the groundskeepers, the board, my friend, Val Smith, have taken you very seriously and have loved you and have brought you close to everything they find is valuable. I see the health and the resilience in each one of your faces. I rarely get a chance to see it like this, so concentrated. Rarely do I see so many healthy, curious, alive people. You are worlds away from Denise. However, listen to what she said. I didn't know how connected I really am to the person next door, down the street, or whatever. Looking at the mission statements of Swarthmore, being with you here today, hearing what the alums who have also just received honorary degrees have said, I know that you are aware of your connectedness and of your responsibilities as citizens. But let's listen to Denise as, again, our responsibilities to pave the way for those coming behind us, to make better living arrangements for everybody as a whole. That's our charge. And I suspect that it's different for us, even though we are, quote unquote, free. But just how connected are we? How hard do we work to reach out, to be connected to that person next door, down the street, across the world, or whatever? Denise now trains dogs while she's incarcerated, Labrador retrievers, golden retrievers, to go and help people who are disabled. She just finished training a Labradoodle, 15 months old, and that dog's on its way. For her, training the dogs is her way of expressing love beyond the prison walls to those who really need care and love. As she puts it, she has a chance to express that love through the dogs that she trains. There are no walls between you and the rest of the world unless you make those walls. You are free to carry your love yourself. It's especially moving for me to be here today because your president, Val Smith, had faith in me when others did not. And she opened 2 doors for me that changed my life. And without her having done that, without her generosity, I wouldn't be here today. Be generous. Reach out. Reach beyond. Pull others with you. Pave the way whenever you can. Godspeed, agape, be strong, be new, be you, change stuff.